Yep. Gotta win. That's what they needed. Okay. The Kings went ahead and got that victory versus the Hornets. That slump buster that they needed to break this slump they've been in. You know, they needed to beat up on a lesser team, on a bad team, pretty much, which is fine. A victory is a victory. And pretty much the Kings dominated the Hornets throughout the full game. They started off with some bad three-point shooting, but they finished the game off with some good three-point shooting. So this is the win that they needed. This was one of those teams that they should beat. They beat them. Time to move on. Time to hopefully use this game to show that you are still a good team and a team that can beat bad teams. And the Sacramento Kings win in Charlotte big, 125-102 versus the Charlotte Hornets. And the Sacramento Kings are in 10th place, still in 10th place. And the record is 37-40. They have won one game, 3-7 in their last 10. And they are 3 games below 500, 50%. The Suns are currently 2 games behind the Kings, which is good for the Kings. They need to try to make more of a push upwards, though. Because the Mavericks are only half a game in front of the Kings. They can catch the Mavericks. And honestly, if the Kings played really well for the rest of the season, they could get pretty close to the Grizzlies, but they've recently been eliminated from 8th place. They can't even get 8th place, which is kind of a crazy thing to say. They've already been eliminated from 8th. They can catch 9th. That's about it. They're stuck in 9th. They can obviously fall to 11th, but we don't want that. And real quick, before I get too far into the video, guys, I ask if you can, go ahead and please click that subscribe button. If you're into Kings Talk, Kings News, basketball talk, click that subscribe button for your boy. We're new, but we're trying to grow the channel. We want to do some more fun stuff later, watch parties and some other live stuff. So we need you to subscribe to the channel. Plus, click that like button as well. We're going to talk some Kings news and some talk. We're going to analyze this game. So you're going to want to check that out. Click that like button for me. It helps bring eyes. I appreciate you. And I want to say welcome, YouTube, to all my friends, my folks, and you Kings fans. It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, and I'm back at you with another episode of the Kings Morning After Midday Cup of Joe with Jay.
I love it.
Oh, no logos. But you know where this is from. I think you guys know what this is. Hard to hide that logo. Okay, yeah, I got Starbucks. It's my cup of Joe for today. It's got me going. Pretty sweet. Some sweet stuff here. Sweeter than what I normally do. But it's got me ready to do this show, so let's go. Refill. Yeah, you know, Starbucks. My Starbucks is sweet. It was good. Like the Kings' victory against the Charlotte Hornets, the team they should beat. And today is April 5th, 2025. And the day is, you know what day it is? Yeah. It's Saturday.
It's Resurrection Friday, kicking the ballistics on WIMN.
That's right. I rarely do videos on Saturday, but today is Saturday. It is Saturday. I don't even know what I call Saturday. What do I call Saturday? I don't know. I think I need to think of a name for Saturday. It is the weekend, and it is Saturday. Oh, wait. No, I don't have a sign for Saturday. Saturday. Yeah. Today is Saturday.
Girl meets boy on Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. On Saturday, 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 it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday.
And my cup of joe for today is... So, yeah, Kings got a victory last night. They started off a little rocky, a little shaky, scared me a little bit. But they picked it up in the end, and they were able to win. Any wins we can get, I'll take it. This is what we needed. The Kings needed to raise their spirits a little bit, and a victory is just the way to do that. I'm just hoping this is not the only victory they get for the rest of the season. They have some really hard teams to play against this upcoming couple weeks. And their next game is versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a very good Eastern Conference team. I want to say they were in first place last time I checked. Yeah, Cavaliers are first place in the East. They are 62-15. So this is a very good team. And they have Donovan Mitchell, who is one of those good upcoming next players. A player that the Kings could have drafted. A very explosive player that can get his points. He's a good three-point shooter as well. And they've put together a pretty good team. So that's for the Kings. This victory is great for them to lift their morale, lift their spirits. Get these guys realizing they can score, they can beat teams, and they can dominate. Yes, this roster was a little depleted. They didn't even have a few of their starters, but yet and still, the Wizards weren't a good team either, and they lost to the Wizards. Orlando, they're a pretty average team, and they lost to Orlando. So they needed this game to show that they are still a good team, and they're better than some of these worst teams in the East Coast. And they put the stomp down. That's what they needed to do. There's not really much you can say. They shot great. The defense was good enough against this team of, non-elite scorers. So what can I say about that? They won 125-102. So they stomped this team, which is what was kind of expected, during the Wizards game as well, but it didn't happen. They had a really bad game, really bad shooting, really bad defense. But this game, they picked it up. They were able to show they can still play as a team, and that this team can still do some good stuff, and that there's still some winning in this team. They need to carry this victory, carry this feeling, carry this flow into the next game. Let it when they go into Cleveland, let it guide them, let it push them forward. Let them get some motivation from this, to go ahead and move forward. And like I said, this is a team they should have beat. They went out and handled business on the road. So good on the Kings. At this point, anytime they can do that is really good for the Kings. Now, it's going to be a little bit taller task going out to Cleveland and doing that. They have their next few games. Cleveland, Detroit, Denver, Clippers, and the Suns. That's the whole season right there in a nutshell. Just, don't go out and get stomped by these Cavs. Go make it a competitive game. Feel your way around. Get an understanding of how good you guys really are. Play this team to the end and close out the game. And maybe you might be able to get a victory on the road. So, bottom line is that this can't be their last victory. They really need to get a victory coming up here in one or two of these upcoming games. Beating the Hornets by this much, to me, in my opinion, shows they haven't punted on the season. They haven't quit all the way. They're probably going to be willing to go ahead and play in this play-in 10th spot because that's about where they're going to be. I mean, they can overtake Dallas into the 9th spot. It's possible. They're only a half game behind Dallas. This just kind of shows me they're still in the game. They're still in the season. They're still trying to get victories, which is good. They didn't just go out and play half-ass against this team, and they didn't lose this game. So bottom line, good victory. Every victory the Kings can get here on out is good. It's going to be good for them. It's going to be great for them. Go ahead and finish this season out strong. Go out here to the Cavs and try to beat this Cavs team. Don't go out here thinking, it's an instant loss or you can't hang with this team. Go out there with that mentality of, giant killer. You're trying to beat the bigger teams. You're trying to be better than the bigger teams. There's a lot of question marks about this team coming up into this offseason. The coach, Sabonis questioning the direction of the team, to DeMar DeRozan, getting up there in age and, wanting a championship. Is Levine going to be our main guy that we build around? These are all questions that are going to have to be answered in the offseason, but let that be in the offseason. For now, play your best, win as many games as you can. Try to make this play-in push. You never know. You might be able to make it into the playoffs, and you'll play a hard OKC team. But that's what it's all about, man. It's all about competition. It's all about playing. It's all about getting better. It's all about testing your skills, putting your feet in the water, diving in, and seeing what you can do. So, Kings, fun game, happy game. Way to stomp on a losing team, but now they need to go out here to Cleveland and handle some business, see if they can compete. And that's my cup of Joe. Today it was Starbucks, caramel macchiato, but usually it's French roast, 1 creamer. I'm gonna give you some quick stats. From this Charlotte Hornets game. All right, so as you can see, Kings won 125-102. The Kings did okay in the first, but the Charlotte Hornets did a lot worse, so that saved them. Kings did very good in the second quarter, dominating that second quarter. On to the third, they did as well. They went into the half with a lead. They did not lose that lead, even though Charlotte did score a few more points than them in the fourth. It was too big of a lead for them to overcome, and the Kings came out with that victory. And for the Charlotte Hornets, their leading scorer was Miles Bridges with a big 22 points. And the assist, their leading assist getter was KJ Simpson, who had 4. And off the bench, Jalen Sims also had 4. Not a ton of assists from these guys, but they did have some okay scoring from some guys. Some of these guys aren't even starters. They're just playing because other guys are hurt or not playing. These guys have pretty much punted on the season, so that's why they're letting some of these other guys start. And their leading rebounder was off the bench, Musa Diabate, I think is how you say that. I'm not sure. Musa Diabate with 11 big rebounds. And for the Sacramento Kings, their leading scorer was Zach LaVine, the new guy. Domantas Sabonis with 25, and Domantas Sabonis had 24 on the night. DeMar DeRozan with 25. Keegan Murray only had 5. Not sure why. The lack of aggressiveness from Keegan Murray. Keon Ellis only had 3 as well. Our dog off the bench, Malik Monk with a big 17 points though. In my opinion, he needs to go back into the starting lineup because Keon Ellis is just not productive enough to me to be a starter. So that needs to go back to Monk. I guess a lot of people were making a big deal about Monk being the point guard, saying he's not a true point guard. So I believe this is why Ellis is starting. After Malik Monk had his illness, all of a sudden he's not starting anymore. But I believe he needs to go back to being a starter. He's a decent passer. He gets a lot of passes when he starts. He gets a lot of assists, and he gets a lot more points than Keon Ellis. He gets some turnovers too, but so does Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis turns the ball over a lot as well. And our leading rebounder was Domantas Sabonis with 11. Zach LaVine also pitched in with 10 big rebounds, so that was cool. And then team stats. The Kings shot almost 50%. Charlotte Hornets shot almost 40%. Kings made about 12 more field goals than the Hornets, and they also made 8 more three-pointers than the Hornets. So 8 times 3 is 24. That's 24 points in threes, more than the Kings made than the Hornets. And free throws, the Hornets made about 9 more free throws with 28. Both teams shot about 82, 83%. Total rebounds about even at 44 and 45. Assist to turnover ratio, Kings 26 and 6, which is very good. pretty good. And Charlotte Hornets 17 and 12 points in the paint. Kings had 50. Charlotte Hornets had 42. And one of the big deals that Doug Christie makes is 3-pointers. He wants them shooting about 53s a game. They shot 36, was okay, and they made 16. So it's okay numbers because the Charlotte Hornets did a lot worse. Eye test. Let's give the Kings an eye test. Eye test. We're going to take an eye test. All right. Kings eye test.
See if Coach Lee can piece together
And for this eye test, I am going to show you guys the second quarter, which is the huge quarter. The Kings had 42 points and just really almost doubled the scoring of the Hornets. And they were able to hold that lead all the way through the game. So let's see what happened in that second quarter and why they were able to get 42 points in this quarter.
Good catch in traffic by Valanciunas.
So that's a very nice pocket pass by Levine. It's good to see him running some two-man game. Wide open shot from Monk.
Former Hornet gets a free one right there.
Obviously, it's going to be easy to score on wide open shots. Nice drive by Levine. And what I'm seeing is very little resistance, very soft defense.
And they call the foul.
And when they do try to put some resistance, they just foul.
Josh Okogie back on the floor. Takes on the rookie.
That was a travel. He traveled.
He passed on his basketball IQ to his son. Look at that, right? That's just gas
Sabonis
play
with
right
the tip
there,
in.
hanging around the rim.
And the Kings just looking real confident. They're looking real fluid in this game, real confident. That might have a lot to do with Monk. He always plays with a lot of confidence. Clutch guy. Working that two-man game right there without the pass. Took it himself for the score.
That's going to be a thing now, Del. Oh, look at Miles. Spins it in with the right hand. Wow.
It's okay defense. He still made the shot, though. I like that look right there. Keon Ellis defense from the full court. But it got soft at the end, and he let him go by at the end.
Turns on the afterburners.
Nice drive by Levine. That's a good look, seeing Levine drive into the basket, being very aggressive like that. I like seeing him drive to the basket. It's pretty hard for defenders to stay with him foot to foot.
Invitation to play in the postseason.
There's no defense for a 40-foot three.
Russo takes his time on the reload.
I mean, there is, but who expects that?
Shot being blocked. Snaps a streak of 8 consecutive shots made by
Beautiful shot by Levine. And you can tell Levine's had it. All the whole Kings team, which is looking really confident. Malik Monk looking really confident. And I can see how they're dominating the second quarter. The way they're playing, real smooth, real cohesive. Really soft defense from the Hornets. At times, soft defense from the Kings as well. But they just didn't have enough scores to overtake the Kings. Monk busting. That's like the third three I've seen from him, at least. Third, 3 or 4. As you can see, his three was on in this second quarter.
Simpsons had a nice second quarter. Little pull-up.
A little bit of soft defense from the Kings as well, as you can see.
Sabonis cleans up the miss by Levine.
Kings looking real cohesive. Sabonis with the rebound and putback.
Draws a crowd. Gets it over to Murray.
Keegan Murray getting his shots off. Next up, and I kind of went over it a little bit. Next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets. Next up, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tomorrow, Sunday, April 6th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Be there or be square and subscribe to my channel so you can get a notification the day after the game for the next episode of my show, The Kings Morning After, where I analyze that game as well. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, as I said earlier, is led by Donovan Mitchell, their dynamic point guard. They also have Darius Garland, who plays point guard or shooting guard. They kind of switch off. Evan Mobley, their new young guy, says center here, but he's more like a power forward, hybrid 3-and-D guy. Jared Allen plays center. Ty Jerome, Max Strauss, DeAndre Hunter, Tristan Thompson, Dean Wade, Javonte Green, Sam Merrill, Imani Bates, Isaac Okoro, Jalen Tyson, just to name a few guys. And this is a very dynamic team. This is a team that can score, they can rebound, they play defense, and they're on the top of the East Coast. So the Kings are going to have to come in here and be ready to go, be serious, can't be out there playing lackadaisical. They're going to have to bring any defense that they have, play guys. In my opinion, they need to play this team above the three-point line. They can't stay behind the three-point line. Maybe even try a half-court defense where you're guarding guys from half-court on. They need to try it. They need to work on it. If they're going to be in the playoffs, they're going to have to use these kind of defenses in the playoffs. So play these guys tough. Don't go out here to the East Coast. Don't go out here to Cleveland and get your asses handed to you. Go out there and play. Go out there and play some defense. Score, shoot. If the shot is not going in, it means it's time to drive. It's time to post up. Time to use that two-man game. Do they have a chance? I suppose. This is a really good team. But obviously, anybody has a chance to beat anybody on any given day in the NBA. So Kings need to go out there with that mentality and try to beat this team. That way they're not falling out of the play-in. Betting lines. All right. For betting lines, I got BetUS here. I like BetUS. It's like a traditional sports book. They have all sports on here. Plus, I like to do boxing on this site too. Whenever there's big boxing coming up for the weekend. And I'm in California. I'm able to sports bet here. And I believe you can use this site to bet in most places in the U.S. So it's a great site to use. I ask that you just use the description, use the link in the description below. And I got a question for you guys. You can answer in the comments. How do you guys feel about this team? Are they going to make the play-in? Or are they going to fall out of the play-in spot? Answer that question for me. And if you answer that question, I'll put your answer in my next video. If you answer the question before the next video, I'll put your answer in the next video. And also, guys, if you can, please like the content. Liking brings more eyes to the channel. We're new, but we're trying to grow. Also, please click that subscribe button. If you're listening this far, you must like Kings analysis, or you must like Kings news or something. Go ahead and click that subscribe for your boy. We're new, but we're trying to grow the channel. Soon we'll be doing some live stuff and some live watch parties too. So we need subscribers to do that. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're into this analysis, subscribe so you can see the next analysis the day after the next game. And also, if you can, please share the content. Share the content to any of your social medias. Sharing is golden. If you could do that, I really appreciate it. And make a comment. Answer the question. I asked, do you think the Kings are going to make the play-in, or do you think they're going to fall out? You could comment about the Kings. You could comment about my show. You could comment about me. You could comment on the weather. I don't care. Comment on anything. It helps bring eyes to the channel. Plus, if you comment before I make the next video, I'll put your comment in the next video. And I got a motivational quote for you guys today. Okay, and I have a very interesting quote. I like this quote a lot. It's about persistence and consistency. I love those kind of quotes. Being consistent and being persistent. And this one is by Octavia Butler. I'm not sure who that is, but it's an excellent quote. And it goes like this. First, forget inspiration. Habit is more dependable. Habit will sustain you whether you're inspired or not. Habit will help you finish and polish your stories. Inspiration won't. Habit is persistence in practice. That's by Octavia Butler. That is an excellent quote. I love that quote. First, forget inspiration. Habit is more dependable. Habit will sustain you whether you're inspired or not. Habit will help you finish and polish your stories. Inspiration won't. Habit is persistence in practice. Habit is persistence in practice. That kind of goes back to one of my other sayings where part of it is excellence is not an act, it's an habit. Because we are what we repeatedly do. So yeah, there you have it. A little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation for you guys. And with that, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for clicking on my video. I really appreciate you for watching this far. And I double times 20 appreciate you if you liked, subscribed, comment, or shared this content. That's really big for me. So go ahead and do that. It helps the community. That's all I'm trying to do is grow this community. So hopefully you're subscribed. That way you'll get some type of notification. You'll see me in your feed, and you'll be able to catch the next episode after the next Kings game of the Kings Morning After Midday Cup with Joe with Jay, or today the Midday Cup of Starbucks with Jay. And with that, I'm out. But before I go, check out these moves. It's good.